Before we continue, we'd love for you to subscribe to the Dip Dive podcast channel. Your support helps us grow and create even better content just for you. Thanks for being part of our journey.
All right, so uh, have you ever had that moment where like you're trying to log into something
Mm-hmm.
and you just completely blank on your password?
Oh, yeah.
You know it, but you just can't for the life of you remember it.
Oh, absolutely. Happens to me all the time.
So today we're going to do a deep dive on that feeling.
Okay.
We've got a ton of stories from listeners,
No.
and I mean, this is such a relatable thing, right? I mean,
For sure,
everyone's been there.
And they're, yeah.
It's like this weird digital amnesia that just hits you at the worst possible time.
Right. And it's funny because it's not just that you've forgotten the password. It's almost like you forget a part of yourself for a second.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, you set this password and you should know it. But the
Listen,
fact that you don't remember it makes you question everything.
Yeah, it's like, wait, who am I?
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
one of the listener stories that really stood out was this person who was like, I swear I tried every variation of my birthday. And then I remembered I put an emoji at the end,
Oh, that's a good one.
which is kind of brilliant and hilarious at the same time.
It is. It's like you said, trying to add that personal touch
Right, yeah.
to this very sterile digital world.
Exactly. And it's like, we're told to make these passwords so complex,
Mm-hmm.
but then we end up doing stuff like that just so we can remember it.
Right, because our brains naturally latch onto things that are meaningful to us.
Yeah, patterns and personal connections.
Exactly.
It's like a constant battle between what we're supposed to do and what our brains actually do.
It's like this tug of war between security and memorability.
Yeah. And then speaking of battles,
Oh, yeah.
there's the Captcha.
The dreaded Captcha.
You finally click that forgot password button.
You're right, a glimmer of hope.
You think you're in the clear,
And then, bam.
and then you get hit with that.
Prove you're human.
Are you a robot test?
Right. And it's never easy, is it?
Yeah.
It's always like blurry pictures.
Like, is that a stop sign or a fire hydrant?
Or a bicycle.
Yeah, or like select all the squares with traffic lights.
Where half the traffic light is cut off.
Right, like, come on.
It's like they're intentionally trying to trick us.
One listener even said they failed so many times that the website literally asked,
Oh, no.
are you human?
Oh, wow.
Like, it was questioning their existence.
That's a little creepy.
It is, right. It's like we're constantly under suspicion by these systems.
It's like we're on trial.
Yeah, like prove your worthiness to access your own account.
Exactly. And the funny thing is, like you said, these CAPI TCHAs are designed to keep out bots.
Right.
But they're based on things that humans are actually bad at.
I know.
Like image recognition.
Meanwhile, the bots are probably just laughing at us,
Probably.
figuring out ways to crack these CAPI-CCJs.
Right. It's this constant arms race between technology
Yeah.
and our own humanity.
And speaking of going in circles,
Oh.
we can't forget about the dreaded password reset loop.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you finally get through that CAPI-TCH.
I feel like you've conquered a mountain.
You think you're home free.
And then you realize.
The email they sent you went to an account you also can't access.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
It's like you're falling down a digital rabbit hole.
A never-ending cycle of forgotten passwords.
Yeah. I mean, one listener actually reset their password like 3 times,
Wow.
thinking they had it each time.
Oh, no.
And you know what they ended up with?
What's that?
Their original forgotten password.
You've got to be kidding.
I know. It's like a bad joke.
It's like the universe is playing a trick on you.
It really is.
All that effort for nothing.
So it begs the question, like,
Yeah.
what's the solution here?
Right.
Do we just resort to writing our passwords down?
The old school method,
Which, obviously has its own security risks.
of course.
Or do we just accept that this is just part of modern life?
The occasional tech meltdown.
The digital struggle.
I mean, it is kind of humbling in a way, isn't it?
It is.
It's like a reminder that for all our technological advancements, we're still fallible.
Absolutely. We still forget things.
We're still human.
Exactly. So maybe the answer is somewhere in between.
Right.
Maybe it's about finding better ways to manage our passwords.
Yeah.
Exploring things like biometric authentication or,
Yeah.
maybe it's just about accepting that we're gonna have these moments
Yeah.
and learning to laugh at ourselves.
I think that's a good philosophy.
I have it too.
So what do you think is the best way forward for all of us struggling with our digital selves?
I think it starts with awareness.
Okay.
Recognizing that technology is a tool,
Hmm.
not something that controls us.
Right.
We have the power to choose how we interact with it.
Yeah.
So what do you choose?
I think I choose to try to remember my passwords, but also accept that I'm probably going to have to reset them again at some point.
Sounds like a good plan.
All right, well, that's our deep dive on the forgotten password.
A universal experience.
If you've got any funny password stories, we'd love to hear them.
Absolutely. Share them with us.
Until next time.
Stay secure out there.
And try to remember your passwords.
Or at least have a good system for resetting them.
Exactly.
All right, take care.
See ya.
Bye.